Hi everyone, so my name is Irma. I wanted to make this video for you guys because I've had a lot of questions on why I am no longer with Younique, and so I figured making this video would be helpful. I kind of want you guys to understand my thought process, what prompted me to leave, and also maybe this will help somebody out there who is looking for answers or just is having similar thought processes as well. So I was with Younique for 1 year. In November was my 1 year mark with them. I had a team of 71. I was a green status presenter, and I thought Younique was going to be my life. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into that company. I woke up every single day, lived, breathed Younique. And so for me, that was my company. I mean, I, quote unquote, bled purple, and my heart and soul was in it. And so when I started having these thoughts and all these things happening, I was really surprised because, I thought I was a lifer. I thought that's where, I would be, black status, all that good stuff. And so, but really what prompted it for me, I think all of it really comes back down to product quality, and also product quality, but also a little bit of company principle and value, different things like that. So I'm going to share with you guys some things. Pretty much what was happening was throughout my time, I kind of had these little red flags along the way, that, you look at it when it's a little bump along the way and it's a small bump and you don't think about it. But then when you're having all these little things happening and all these little red flags, but they're all individualized, you don't really think about there being a problem until you really kind of take a step back and reevaluate everything, and you start realizing that these aren't just localized things, and that there's kind of a bigger picture here of things that are going on. So first and foremost, I'm going to jump right into it. For me, what was happening was, to give you guys a little bit of a background story, September timeframe, I really started going live almost every day, doing my makeup, and doing videos, doing fun themed events for my customers, and really using the products and putting the products to the test. And that's when I really started noticing the big discrepancies in things. Like I said, there's been little things along the way, but now I've pieced everything together and it all kind of makes sense. Hindsight is 20/20, as they say, and it's so true. First and foremost really is the mascara. I love the mascara. It worked great, but it dried up so fast. And so I remember the first time that it happened, I ended up asking my sponsor, what do I do? And the response was just send it, have them send it back. They'll just get a replacement. And so, that was sort of the trend. And then I kind of, told my girls on my team the same thing. If somebody has an issue, just the support is great and they'll just take care of it. And looking back at it, I'm really angry at myself for not questioning things and for not looking back and being like, well, why is this constantly happening over and over again? And, so that to me, looking back, I really wish that I had questioned more things like that, but they always raved about the support being amazing and great, and part of me wonders, well, if you're getting all these issues, you kind of have to be great and amazing because you need it there for all these replacements. So what kind of triggered this as well for me, like I said, really in September I was doing a lot more lives and putting the products to the test, and I found myself just my mascara, just a new one. I'm like, maybe it's just me. And then I heard put rose water in it, put Uplift in there, all that stuff. And then I was like, well, having somebody pay $29 for mascara that, you're telling them to put Uplift in there to make it last longer. I've even heard eye contact solution and rose water. It's not really good, it's not good business practice. I mean, it's not good for the customer. So that was kind of a big, sort of red flag for me. The other thing was really, there's 3 products that it seems like the formula changed or something changed. I don't know, but it was really the liquid foundation, the BB cream, and the pressed powder. Those 3 I alternated throughout the year. I used a little bit in the winter time, a little bit in the summer, this and that. Finally, that fall rolls around, September timeframe, and I needed a new batch of all that stuff. And so I get this new batch, and then I find myself understanding concerns and worries I've heard from my customers from the springtime and the wintertime. And so again, I always just chalk those things up to be, well, it's just not for them. It's not for them. I don't understand why they don't like it. I love this stuff. And so what ended up happening was when I got that new order of those things, then it was like a light bulb went off in my head. Like I totally understood what they were referring to. And that was another thing. So I found myself, well, if I can't wear this and I can't wear that, what am I left with wearing? You know, just really losing confidence in those things. Another big thing was them rolling out the skincare. I had every single product. I used it all day in and day out, and I didn't really notice any changes. And here's the thing, skincare can be tricky. You know, not everything is for everybody. So I was kind of, you know, erring on the side of caution with that. But, you know, even things, you know, making big promises with the instant lifting serum, you know, I use that on myself, on my husband, on my mom, just different people to test it out on so many different occasions. And I got to the point where I hyped up all my customers for this holy grail product that's coming out. And then when I got it, it was like, oh man, never mention this again. And it was tough because I had family and friends asking me about it, and I would quickly change the subject because I can't, it goes against my character to talk to them or recommend something that I don't use or it doesn't work for me. And so, so again, it was all these little things that were happening here and happening there. And so to me, it came down to, well, do they know that this is going on? And the answer was yes, they did. And, you know, what is being done about it? You know, it just seemed like I was being given a lot of the runaround, which, you know, no straight answers type thing, which again was another little red flag. Even, you know, small things as, are we, you know, are the products actually naturally based? Are the products actually cruelty free? And again, just getting runaround answers with that it was like, okay, what's happening here? And so for me, really, it, I wish that, you know, they took the time to fix their keystone products that these people were, you know, that all these people were concerned with, instead of rolling out something new. And again, like I said, that just kind of goes back to sort of the values and the principles and the quality of things. So in this whole process of all these things happening, I took a moment and I just started exploring. I went to YouTube, and it was ironic because I was getting all these little messages to me as far as, you know, just things showing up on my Facebook wall over, you know, just conversations and things like that of these other opportunities out there. And so I let myself for a split second start looking at other things. And the moment I did that, you know, I kept telling myself too, you know, this hour you spent on Googling, you know, these other companies, this other company, you could be spending that hour working your business. But I knew that I had to get answers for myself because I couldn't go on without kind of nipping that in the bud type thing. At least shutting down those thoughts or actually letting those thoughts go out. And so also the big thing too I do want to mention is I will be forever grateful for Younique and the opportunity that's given me. It's really allowed me to be more confident in myself, to do videos and things like this. I never would have done this before. It's helped me become more of an entrepreneur. It's really opened up my mind. It's helped me grow. It's helped me dream. And I totally believe that network marketing is the future. It really is. And so I knew in my mind that I think everything happens for a reason, and I think certain things in your life kind of each step leads you to somewhere else. And so I'm forever thankful for that journey because it's taught me a lot about myself, who I am, what I want out of life. It's helped me dream. It's really showed me that network marketing can truly change your life, and it really is the answer that a lot of people are looking for. So I will, you know, forever be thankful for that. But for me, when I started looking at all these other options and things like that, I really found something that I was just falling in love with. And it was really, it was answering all my questions, my prayers, and, you know, I meditated on it, I thought over it. And one day I was at one of my friend's house who's also on my team, And I just had like a mental breakdown. Like I walked in and she knew something was wrong. She's like, "Did you murder somebody?" And we just had this heart to heart. And the craziest thing is that she was having the same thoughts, but she was nervous to come to me and I was nervous to go to her. And we just had this breakthrough moment. And I truly believe that everything happens for a reason and everything happens in the sequence in life that it should. And intuition, I think our intuitions are amazing and we need to listen to them more often, because if I listened to my intuition when I did, I would have already been with my new current company for at least 3 months now, 3 or 4 months now. And so, but also on the flip side, I am grateful for all these other steps happening beforehand, because I think it's really helped me grow as a person too. So it's kind of funny, but I knew once I had that conversation, I put it out there. I did the research, hardcore research. I'm a hardcore researcher. I knew that I really couldn't go back after that. And so it was tough. You know, like I said, I have this team of women that I have become friends with. I chat with them every single day. And so that was tough, letting them know that, hey, I'm leaving. And it was, but also, you know, what really happened was pure validation just kept pouring into my inbox and phone calls and text messages of people just being like, so supportive of this decision. I had a lot of people reach out to me and just said, "We support you so much. We love you so much. We just couldn't support you as far as that goes, that business." And so just a lot of validation from a lot of friends, family members, customers. I had so many customers telling me like, "We love you. We've been following you forever." And, you know, just being more honest with me about how they truly felt, because I have an amazing customer base. They're amazing. I love my customers. I tell them all the time they're amazing. I appreciate them so much. And for me, it was tough seeing all these people following me, but yet never reordering products again when I knew they were out of certain things. And I think that was crystal clear to me, you know, that I was a great presenter. I did everything I could. I had great follow-up, great customer service, everything. Of course, you can always be better, right? But the fact that they weren't coming back to get, you know, that refill of whatever product that they needed was, again, validation for me that that this just was no longer the place for me. So I had just this pouring amount of love just coming in and just letting me know that, you know, what you're doing is the right path for you. And so I was just so grateful for that and so appreciative of that. But again, it was very crystal clear what I had to do. It was, like I said, very scary. But I think anything in life, you know, that's worth doing, it tends to be scary. It tends to be outside of your comfort zone. And that's really where all the magic happens. And so, so it was, like I said, a lot of things falling into place. So I have officially had left Younique, and now I am a beauty guide with Limelight by Alcone, which I'm so excited about. The products are backed by 65 years worth of reputable products. The company itself, the skincare has actually natural, it is actually toxic chemical free products. They actually have organic certified ingredients in some of the products. They are Leaping Bunny certified, which is phenomenal. So they're cruelty free actually and certified to be cruelty free. The compensation plan is incredible. For me, it was tough being a leader and seeing my team struggle because they weren't getting those reoccurring customers coming back to them when they were doing the work. And with this company, you are really rewarded by your effort. You are paid your worth here. The effort you put in, you will see that right back. So to me, that was just so amazing because, like I said, being a leader of this team and seeing them struggle, seeing a lot of girls go inactive because they get their kits and they're not happy with the products. Just so many different things like that. So it's just been validation after validation of this is the right decision for me. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I will be making a series of videos for you guys to follow me on this journey. I'll keep you guys updated with everything, but I'm so excited, as cheesy as this sounds. Like, I found the light with Limelight, and it is the most incredible, amazing I can't even come up with the words for it. I mean, it's just amazing. So I'm so excited to share this journey with you guys. So if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to, you know, send me a message or anything like that. But I just can't wait to share with you guys this journey. It's so incredible. It's so amazing. And I'm just so thankful that this company has come into my life. And like I said, it's always kind of been there in the background. I just never stopped and paid attention to it. And so thankful that I did when I did, and it came just at the right time. So I hope you guys, you know, hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I will be seeing more of you guys soon. Thanks everyone for watching, and I love you guys, and see you soon.